Hello lovelies, I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannah and this is the place where I watch basically whatever I want. And yes, welcome back army. We're here today with part 2 of our solo member dive-in. I am very excited to continue on. A lot of people in my last video, if you didn't check it out, I watched Jin's music videos that are specifically, like I mentioned, under his name, quote unquote. So like nothing that is from a BTS album, like Epiphany, those kinds of songs I have excluded, and for Suga today, this is all going to be under his other artist name, Agust D, which I'm very excited about. But like I said, I go and check out the Jin video where I checked that out, where I checked out his music videos, but a lot of people wanted me to get to his solo album, and I wanted to first of all start off with music videos and then go from there. So if you guys, I got a lot of support on the last video. If you guys want to see that, I promise I'll be here soon enough with solo releases in terms of albums, but I decided today to continue on because I said that I believe from the beginning that I was only going to get to specifically music videos. Super Tuna was a little bit of a special. But in this one, we're going to be watching his solo music videos, Saram Part 2 with IU, Haegeum, which I believe translates to, it's like it's an instrument, which like a traditional Korean instrument, and I think it also has something to do with like liberation or something like that, so that's going to be very interesting. And then lastly, his music video for AMYGDALA, which I don't really know how to pronounce it well in English, but as a psychology student, it is the part of your brain that is like responsible for a lot of your emotional reactions, so a lot of your emotions stem from the amygdala. So I am very intrigued to see what we have today. Of course, as you guys would have guessed, I have checked out some of his previous releases before this. I know about Deshuita. I know about the Agust D self-titled song. I know about Give It To Me, I believe it's called. Yes, those songs are all bangers, but I checked them out either when I was in ARMY or like just afterwards, being like, this song is sick. Deshuta, so sick. But in this one, since we only have 3 music videos, I'm sorry it's going to be a little bit shorter, but all these music videos are 4 minutes or longer, so that is great. So we're still going to have a fun time. But like last one, we're going to be checking out each of these music videos twice, the second time with captions on, so I have time to understand everything. And we're going to see how well my aesthetic, I went fully pink today, and I feel like it didn't really match for this video, but that is okay. We're going to have this look, and it is going to be fine. So yeah, I don't really know what to say other than that, so sit back, relax, get comfortable, and let's dive into our first music video, which is Saram Part 2. So yeah, without further ado, let's go. Alright, lovelies, let's go into this and get started with Saram Part 2 featuring IU, the official music video. Now, you might be wondering why I'm not getting to the first Saram, the first people. The short answer is that I know the song. I've heard the song before. It was released with the D2 on the album that Deshuita is on, I believe. And I'm sorry I keep butchering that name. It's just my mouth cannot pronounce those noises right. But I've heard the song before. I know the lyrics. I know the vibes of it. And it is a very incredibly beautiful song. It is so like poetic and kind of cynical, yet also some ways hopeful, and almost sweet in a way, and I really do enjoy the song. It is not usually like, that's not usually the type of stuff that I would listen to. However, it is gorgeous, of course. So I'm not going to knock that from it. But I'm excited, though, to see what the continuation of that song sounds like. And also, if IU is in this music video. It has been way too long since I reacted to her as well. And I feel like that has kind of been a disservice because she is incredible. But I am excited. I'm intrigued. So let's dive into today's music videos and see what we have in store. So yeah, without further ado, let's go. Oh yeah, I forget about this new intro. So this is from 2023, yeah. Like the same year he enlisted, right? Oof. Okay, harmony. Oof. Oh! My goodness. Okay, I'm so excited. I forgot to mention this in the intro. I am so excited for him to be out of the military soon. It's kind of crazy that like 5 out of them like are getting out at pretty similar time, and obviously I think that was by choice, but I am so excited for him and all of the other members obviously to be out soon. It is going to be a crazy day when we have reached that point, but anyway, continue though.
어쩌면 순간의 감정의 날 조건이 붙진 않은 무얼 사랑하는 충분히 사랑받지 못한 너희 그래서 무엇보다
Okay, chill vibes.
알잖아 영원은 못했어 잔잔한 파도에도 힘없이 쉽게 무너져 상실은 무엇 때문에 슬픈 걸까 사실은 두려운 게 슬픈 거야 두려운 게 슬픈 거야
Oof. Yes. Wow, so stunning. I mean, he has always been... I mean, BTS is a group of visuals, but I feel like he has not been talked enough about how just incredibly handsome he is as well. Yeah, I definitely can tell how these two songs are like continuations of each other. It makes a lot of sense. And I am soft whenever he sings. Like, truly, in like a very real way. I absolutely adore whenever he gets to showcase his vocals. God. Today, first video of the day, we're getting a little slow start here, but yeah. Oof. Oh my god. The voices work very well together. Ugh. I'm getting now like bad vibes because Jin also in his Running Wild music video he also had a dog. Dogs just make me nervous when they're in music videos. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. It's okay. Ooh, look at the setup. We're in a rut, perhaps? Don't know what to write? Oh my god! So cute! Oof. Wow. Ooh. We in the studio now. This is a beautiful house. Wow. This is like a perfect study song. I'm feeling it. You know what I mean? Like whenever you put on a playlist that's like titled like chill vibes or something like that, that's what I'm getting from this because it's just so like that kind of like head bop song that's just very calming and just, I don't know, makes me feel a little bit more grounded, I guess, because it's very steady, and he also in his raps, because I know how fucking crazy, like I said, Agust D, the song, is crazy, and like I've listened to it so many times over the years that like I know what he's able to deliver, but he's still going a little bit more softer with this one too, just in terms of his raps. And I think that also contributes to it. It's just I'm feeling so chill right now. Maybe this was the perfect song to start off with, I guess, because I'm just relaxed right now.
어쩌면 되려 이기적이네. 널 위해 한다는 말은 곧 내 욕심이기에 욕심을 버리면 행복해지고 채우지 못한 반쪽 자리.
Gorgeous.
복종 사이의 싸움이라는데 내가 보기에는 외로움들과의 싸움이네. 눈물이 터져 나오면 그대 울어도 돼. 당신은
Turn it up just a little bit.
충분한데.
Wait, that was it?
대부분 다
Oh.
뭐 사람들한테 전달하고
Oh shit, hold on. I'm gonna turn on the captions for this, because I want to know what he's saying. Oh no! Oh shit.
대부분 다 뭐 사람들한테 전달하고 싶은 이야기도 있지만 나 자신한테 이야기를 하는 것처럼 들린다라는 이야기를 많이 들었거든요. 사실이기도 하고요. 그때 당시에 코로나로 여러 가지 것들을 할 수 없을 때 굉장히 모든 것을 잃어버렸다라고 생각을 했을 때 썼던 곡이기 때문에 나 자신한테 되게 해주고 싶었던 이야기였습니다.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Ah! I love his speaking voice. Can I just say? Oh my goodness. I just love it. I love listening to him talk, and I think that's always been the case as well, even though, you know, I have taken officially a little bit of a break, and I think that, like, I'm not going to call myself an ARMY yet until I have gone through this series, I think, because then I can be like, okay, I got some cred behind me, because, you know, the most recent content I was fully invested in was, like, during when, like Black Swan and On was released, you know, like that was where I was like fully there, and then after that I was not really that involved, so I'm not gonna call myself that yet, but as a ARMY previously, I love his speaking voice, and I think I always will be, like, because it's just so comforting. He has this ability to like both shock me like crazy and also be very comforting. Truly, truly so. Ooh, I love having that little bit of an explanation at the end of the music video. That's really, really cool. You can definitely tell that this was like something, at least in terms of the music video. I don't really know if the music video itself was planned during that time, but it does feel reminiscent of that time as well, of like kind of being in a rut, because I initially thought when the pandemic started and like we got into lockdown, I was like, okay, I'm gonna be so productive, I'm gonna have so much time, I'm gonna be so good with filming YouTube videos. Well, I wasn't really filming that much still, but I was definitely, like, in terms of like the quantity of videos I put out, I was definitely quite productive there. But also I wasn't really invested in anything that I was watching, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like over the last, like, year, I can definitely tell you what I reacted to, and, like, I can recognize stuff from this time. But during that time, I feel like I was there, but I was just not there mentally. And I think probably that was how a lot of people felt during the early parts of the pandemic. It's just, like, nothing feels real, you know? And I definitely felt that. Yeah. Really, really nice. Just very, like I said, it has this calming effect, but based on what he was saying there, maybe it's not going to be so nice. But I really don't know. I'm gonna be excited to listen to it, and also I do want to pull up the lyrics after I've re-listened to it and see how they compare to each other. If it's like a continuation or if it's like a response, because that would be really, really sick if that was the case. But we're gonna find that out soon enough. So let's watch it one more time with the captions. Oh, that makes sense. I was like, why is there just a chair? It almost feels like it was like a... It almost feels like the first 10 seconds there was like a... I'm going to show you a movie and then we're going to talk about it. You know? Something like that. Show you a short film.
So time is here, now right it go. I know you know anything there's no. So time is here, now right it go. Nobody doesn't know anymore.
사랑이라는 말 어쩌면 순간의 감정의 날 조건이 붙진 않은 무얼 사랑하는가 충분히 사랑받지 못한 나이 그래서 무엇보다 신중한 타입 나는 말에 원해 진중한 사 알잖아 영원은 못했어 잔잔한 파도에도 힘없이 쉽게 무너져 상실은 무엇 때문에 슬픈 걸까 사실은 두려운 게 슬픈 거야
Oof.
So far away you're gone Getting far away Too far away you're gone I know I had to know yeah.
So time is here, now right it.
Sorry to pause. I know you have a beautiful voice, girl. Yeah. It feels kind of like at this moment, from what I can remember of the lyrics of the first people, it feels kind of like a continuation of more of those thoughts. But now instead of like really just focusing on people and their qualities, it seems like we're now focusing more on that of like what causes like connection or something like that, or connection between people, and like how for a lot of us, very much true from his experiences, are so scared about losing people around us that like even before it has happened, we can have this dread of like, what if my friends decided to leave tomorrow? Oof. I hope that in the future I'm gonna be able to like tone out these lyrics because they hurt me. So beautiful, the setup.
사실은 두려움이 큰 거잖아 함께 미래 그리던 우리는 없고 쌓은 모든 성들을 부셔버린 것은 우린 거야 승패가 없는 게임이라지만 난 언제나 게임 루저 모든 걸 주겠다던 우린 모든 것을 부셔 그리고 떠나지 사랑이던 사람이든 모두가 이기적이기 때문이야
Yeah.
So far away
Woof.
Getting far away
Just stab me in the heart.
Too far away, you're gone. I know I had to know, yeah.
So time is here, now right it go. I know you know anything there's no. So time is here, now right it go. Nobody doesn't know anymore.
떠가는 사람, 떠가는 사람, 사랑의 끝은 과연 무엇일까?
I don't know why I didn't pair that together as well, that like that is the perfect thing, because I think they've done that in their previous music as well. Was it an RM song also some type of like wordplay like that, but that of sarang and saram, because they sound so similar, like in the Korean language, that love and people, those two words sound so similar. And with that, you're able to kind of make this wordplay type of like writing that I think is really effective. And I don't know why I didn't pair it together right now, but that makes perfect sense. And it possibly also existed. Like I said, it has been a while since I've read the lyrics to people, so I need to. But yeah.
떠가는 사람 사랑의 끝은 과연 무엇일까 수많은 사람 스쳐간 사람 사랑은 사랑으로 완벽할까 그래 말야 이타적인 게 어쩌면 되려 이기적이네 널 위해 한다는 말은 곧 내 욕심이기에 욕심을 버리면 행복해지고 채우지 못한 반쪽짜리 허상 삶은 저항과 복종 사이의 싸움이라는데 내가 보기에는 외로움들과의 싸움이네 눈물이 터져 나오면 그대 울어도 돼 당신은 사랑받기에도 이미 충분한데
Sometimes yeah, not writing go. I know you know anything. There's no
I'm absolutely in love with the harmony in this part.
not writing go. Nobody doesn't know anymore. Yeah.
We already checked out his part, so I don't want to hurt myself anymore necessarily. But I didn't even notice that it was zooming in. I was just so focused on his face. I'll just pause on him though, because I want to do that. Well, let me see what the original song was saying, because I think that is a very interesting thing to be able to compare. So let me check that out. Yes, from 2020. I think that was the same year that the Shita was released, right? Yes. Obviously, there's a very, like, the second verse in, or it's a longer song, definitely, but there's a lot of beautiful poeticness in this one. But it says kind of, like, similar things. I'm going to read off one of the parts because I do remember, like, I remember this part pretty vividly in my head. Who said people are animals of wisdom? For me, obviously, we are animals of regret. People change just as I've changed. There's nothing permanent in the world. Everything is just a happening, passing through. So, in my opinion, there are definitely similarities between these songs where the themes are kind of built upon each other. But I think that last line also kind of gave us a little bit in terms of, like, I think that people was a little bit more, like I said, a little bit more cynical, but with this one we have that ending line that Yoongi says, you're already more than enough to be loved. That reassurance, I think, is like a perfect way to end the song, if I'm honest, because I know for a fact that that is something that people have to be reminded of, me included, that, like, people, even though you might feel like you have to strive to do something that is, like, how should I say, like, try to strive to become better and always work towards a bigger goal, just, like, you don't have to be perfect, or you don't have to have, like, any type of, like, you don't need achievements to be loved. You don't need experience to be loved. You don't have to have success to be loved. You know what I mean? And I think that that is a very nice song, like a very nice sentiment to end a song like this with, about like anxiety, fear, loneliness. I think it is a very nice way to end us off here. And it was very nice. Like I said, if I listen to this song in the future, I hopefully am just going to be able to like tune out the thought of these lyrics and just focus on how nice it sounds, and then just be like, I had a good experience, because a lot of the times I can't really listen to sad songs in English because I'm just someone that it affects my mood so greatly that like I just always want to listen to positive songs. So that is just me. But I understand obviously why people love and listen to sad music as well. I know why it is so like so loved, you know? But yeah, that was our first song. A nice little start, I think, because we're now going into Haegeum, which, listen, I don't think I've heard... I can't remember any part right now in my head of what this song sounds like. Like, in my mind right now, I can't recall what this song sounds like, but I know probably that if I have, it is going to, like, smack into my head as soon as I start listening to this, of being like, oh, yes, I know this. But I am incredibly excited to see it, though, because when he does, like more harder, cooler concepts, I fucking love it. And also, the possibility that this one, too, has more traditional Korean elements, that just makes me very excited. So, quick check, and let's get into this. Let's go. Let's get it, folks. We got the vibes. Oh. We going to beat someone up? Hold on, I did turn off the captions. Oh no, don't steal the chopsticks. Where are we right now? It is very, like, very much like, it feels like we're at, like, a rundown part of town right now. Asia beef noodles. Oh shit. Okay, yeah, that's his guys. I forgot.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh! Okay, I mean, we did have a decapitation in the previous music video, Deshita. We had that, so, like, you know, it's, like, not that insane, but also he literally just stabbed someone, I assume, in the eyes, or somewhere in the face with chopsticks. I'm trying to remember if I've heard any part of the song so far. Perhaps the chorus. We're gonna see later. Ugh! I love this hair. Oh, he's so cool. Oh! So this is like the more modern version as well of like Deshita, because there was some modern elements. Like they literally, it was like they were trying to do some like more like older Korean like styles in that music video, but they also had cars, you know what I mean? But here it truly feels like, oh my god, he is giving me like the first one that came to mind is Patrick Bateman, but that is probably not the best comparison. I assume the instrument itself is probably present here, but I don't know where. Ooh! Oh. Do you have a similar vibe here? Is he like the police and also the criminal as well here? Oh my god, we love the thorough line. We love the continuation kind of vibes.
뭔지 당신의 판단과 추측이 확실한 신념들이 있는지 당신의 자유와 타인의 자유가 동일하다 믿는지 그렇다면 주저 말고 올라타봐 금지된 것들로부터 해봐 각자의 취향조차 이해들을 못하는 불행한 이 시대를
Damn, he looks so cool.
이 노래는 금지된 것을 푸는 것뿐이지 허나 자유와 방종의 차이지만 부디 구분하길 yeah. 이 노래는 해금 올라타봐 지금
The popo's here, bro.
또 다른 해금 이 노래는 해금
Woo!
올라타봐 지금 복잡되는 리듬 어쩌면 이 또한 또 다른 해금
Oh my god.
올라타봐 지금
Listen, I don't like smoking, but you kind of, some people look better smoking. And that's all I'm gonna say. Some people look great smoking.
올라타봐 지금 복잡되는 리듬 어쩌면 이 또한 또 다른 해금
Ooh!
세상의 자유들을 금지시킨 가동시의 사상의 통일성을 원해 머리 앞에 각종 노이즈는 눈을 가리고 이제는 생각에 좌우졌지
I just know this is nasty.
혼란들을 야기시키고 또 쉴 틈 없이 생산되네 과연을 금지시킨 건 무엇일까 어쩌면 우리 자신 아닐까 자본의 노예 돈들의 노예 중고심과 편견 혐오의 노예 유튜브의 노예 플렉스의 노예 이기심과 탐욕이 미쳐나지네 눈 감으면 편해 모든 게 뻔해 이득에 따라서 뻔히 갈리는 결에
He's just having a good time.
눈들이만해 서로가 서로에게 족쇄를 거는 것도 모른 채 정보의 쓰나미에서 쓸려내려가지만
Here we are. Whoa, this is very trippy. I know that like technology like this exists obviously, and you can do things like that where you have like two people, like the same person in the same shot, you know, like you can do that with editing, but it also is extremely trippy every single time. Yeah, I don't know what he's saying. I don't know what he's rapping about, but you can just tell based on obviously this instrumental, but also the way that he is rapping, like the way he's delivering it. I just know this is nasty. I just know it's nasty, and I'm so excited to like get to read the lyrics because it's gonna be crazy. I just know it. So he's been caught. He's just bathing in money. Don't look at me like that. Oh my god, this is crazy. Oh! Oh shit! There was water in there. I was like, is he just in a full bathtub of money? But no, there is actual water in there, and now he's drowning himself. Whoa. Woo, the themes in here. The vibes in here is crazy. It feels like I'm watching like a mafia movie. Absolutely. That scar is so cool. Wait a minute. I'll talk about that later. Ooh! Is my mom... He's been water bottled right now. Yeah. He's been tortured. He killed himself. In the literal way. Whoa. Nope, we're not done. I was like, is this it? We're back at the Popo. We're back at the noodle shop. So I guess this is where this is his like money laundering like scheme place. I assume that's what's going on right now. Because this doesn't look like the most beautiful restaurant, but also... Not to chopsticks. Whoa. Yeah, this is what I was thinking of. hold on. So if you saw me, I had my little moment there of like realization or something like that. I don't know what to call it, but I had that little moment. You saw me stop a little bit and be like, whoa, what does this mean? Because in the Doshita music video, the like cool version of himself, or no, the cool version of himself also, or like the emperor guy, did they both have the facial scars? I think they both had the facial scars. Yes, but in this one, only one of the versions had a facial scar. So I wonder if that guy in the suit is the guy that survived in the Doshita music video, because he doesn't have a scar on his face. Like the guy in the jacket here, he doesn't have one, but the suit guy does. So potentially that is something that could be here. I don't know how much, if he's talked about this music video at all, or if they're like, I'm sure a lot of people have made like videos about it and all that sort of stuff. Like, I'm sure that exists, but that would be really intriguing to me if we had that continuation of, in the last one, he killed the emperor, he survived, and then he got away, and then this one, a different version of himself fights the previous version that like survived that, but now he killed that version of himself. It's almost like an inner battle sort of thing, which I always I think connected a little bit of the previous music video too. In my view, that was kind of what I felt it was, and that's really cool. That's really, really cool. I mean, listen, I saw the thumbnail and I was like, this is going to be a sick music video. Like, I kind of just knew that would be just awesome based on that image. And I don't know how, but I just was like, yeah, that is what's happening. I know it's going to be fucking sick. I need to watch this again, and I need to hear and actually know now what he is rapping, because I feel like I said, I just know that was nasty. So I just say without further ado, let's get into it one more time. Really sick song though, like very sick. Party bus rental opening soon. Chicken. Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. 이 노래는 해금. Yeah. 올라타봐 지금. Yeah. 폭작되는 리듬 어쩌면 이 또한 또 다른 해금. Yeah. 이 노래는 해금. Yeah. 올라타봐 지금. Yeah. 폭작되는 리듬 어쩌면 이 또한 또 다른 해금. Yeah.
So I believe that like I said, it refers to the instrument, but also a revolution or liberation of a people or some kind. So that is what I'm getting as well, of like this type of like revolting against the system type of way, obviously, because like again, he is fighting against somebody who I believe is part of the police, because again, he's in like this like, I don't know why I'm pointing like this, the badge in the back there, of course. Oof. I don't know if he owns this place though. Maybe he just went out for a hit on this place. It's funny he returned though. It's like, I just killed your employees, now I'm here to have a meal.
Yeah. Okay.
I also need to turn this up a little more.
Yeah. 이 노래는 해금. Yeah. 올라타봐 지금. Yeah. 폭작되는 리듬 어쩌면 이 또한 또 다른 해금. Yeah. 이 노래는 해금 yeah. 올라타봐 지금 yeah. 복잡되는 리듬 어쩌면 이 또한 또 다른 해금 yeah.
Love the rhymes.
이 노래는 해금 yeah. 올라타봐 지금 yeah. 복잡되는 리듬 어쩌면 이 또한 또 다른 해금
Yeah, it's the APC,
올라타봐 지금 yeah. 복잡되는 리듬
Asia Pacific Police Union.
어쩌면 이 또한 또 다른 해금 해석되는 자유 개소리는 out 표현들의 자유 어쩌면 누군가의 조금 살고
Oh yeah.
당신의 판단과 추측이 확실한 신념들이 있는지 당신의 자유와 타인의 자유가 동일하다 믿는지 그렇다면 주저 말고 올라타봐 금지된 것들로 부투여 해봐 각자의 취향조차 이해들을 못하는 불행한 이 시대를 살아가는 이들을 위한 이 노래는 금지된 것을 푸는 것뿐이지 허나 자유와 방종의 차이지만 부디 구분하길
Wow, this is a lot more on the nose than I thought it would be. I know that they have like been quite outspoken on a lot of things during their careers. But literally saying this song is about this. Like that is very intriguing to me. And I think I've always known because I feel like Suga has always been somebody who's also just in general in like a lot of content has been very open about his beliefs and stuff. And so it doesn't surprise me, but also it surprises me in terms of like this is being released under a quite large and like a very listen, we all the homies hate hype, right? we love the artists that are under hype. We don't like hype. It's still really intriguing to me that this is being released under hype. You know what I mean? But I think the song is probably a little more vague so that it is not like, you know, if it was more direct, it would definitely not fly. But I think because of the way that it's written, it's a little bit more of an interpretation of what he's saying, even though for me it's very clear. Fire lines. Love it. Yeah. I love the ad-libs so much. 과연을 금지시킨 건 무엇일까 어쩌면 우리 자신 아닐까 자본의 노예 돈들의 노예 중고심과 편견 혐오의 노예 유튜브의 노예 플렉스의 노예 Never mind. Never mind. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I need to like straighten my back a little bit for that. Oh my god. Yoongi, my comrade. I'm just kidding, obviously. I don't know his beliefs about that. Slaves to capitalism? Slaves to money? Slaves to YouTube? I mean, that is kind of ironic. I'm saying that as I am currently making a YouTube video. Listen, this is a great hobby of mine. I'm able to dissect myself from this. Okay? Yes, baby. Wow. I've gained a new respect for him in this moment immediately. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Hatred and prejudice. 이 노래는 해금 올라타봐 지금 복작되는 리듬. Damn, this is so sick. I mean, I've always loved him, but geez. You just gain a new respect for people sometimes. Just like indulging in somebody's art and you're immediately like, I feel like I understand you and I love you. I love you. Woo! Wow. I mean, he's always been a potential bias wrecker of mine, so I think he's actually always been a bias wrecker. Anyway, though. Because he's literally, like, burning money, you know? He's bathing in the money. He's just robbing people for the sake of robbing people. Taking their money away.
이 노래는 흑음 yeah. 올라타봐 지금 yeah. 복잡되는 리듬 어쩌면 이 또한 또 다른 흑음 yeah. 이 노래는 흑음 yeah. 올라타봐 지금 yeah. 복잡되는 리듬 어쩌면 이 또한 또 다른 흑음 yeah. 이 노래는 흑음 yeah. 올라타봐 지금 yeah. 복잡되는 리듬 어쩌면 이 또한 또 다른 흑음 yeah.
Oof. I can't get over that. I think that's such a cool visual, though. I want to end on that, honestly. I want to end on this visual because it's really sick. Of him just staring down at his own dead body. Ooh! My gosh! I love that. Listen. I love the actual sound, like the song itself. I think if we're doing a little bit of a comparison, I think I like Desita more as like how the instrumental sounds. Like that song will always fucking get to me. It's so sick. I like this one too a lot, but just based on the writing and the lyrics of this, I'm in love. Like I said, I am so just the fact that this is released under Haegeum, a company that is currently flailing and trying to save itself from all of the allegations of them being fucking of course they're a corporation, but just like a money hungry Zionist assholes. It's just so like refreshing to see this, you know. That's what I have to say about that. I just think it's very refreshing. I like it. I like the vibes of it. I love that I am currently saying this also as somebody very recently in my comment section came into my comment section and was like, why are you so like open about your opinions? And I was like, you're watching a reaction video to something that is inherently, this is very political, right? That's all I have to say about that. But I have a couple theories about this. I'm just going to list off one of the theories I have right now, is that this is kind of, I definitely believe this is an internal battle. And it's that internal battle of like the part of us that wants to quote unquote protect the system and the more rebellious part of us. Because, you know, obviously this person in the suit is like a cop and like, very much like cops are today's versions of like protection of the like system, always have been. Like the first, like for example, if we're taking the example of America, the first like cop unit in America literally like got created to like make sure that like slaves were kept in order. Like that was the first like cop unit in America, like the slave patrol. And so having him like kind of kill the capitalist cop in him, I feel like is a symbol, like symbolizes that of like pushing down that part of you that wants to, because I think we all sort of have it, even if we think of ourselves as like friends of people and protectors of our communities, we also have that of like wanting to protect the comfort that we have, and like especially for wealthier people, of that like wanting to protect what you have, and it's like kind of pushing that down and being like, actually this is better for people, like redistributing wealth and like doing things like this is better for just the entirety of humanity. Even though it's more comfortable for me to have a lot of money, it's better for all of us if we like make sure that everybody has enough, you know? Really, really sick though. Really sick. And I wasn't expecting this today, but I also really love it, you know? And he did an amazing job, and these lyrics hit fucking hard, you know? Okay. God, it feels like I am struggling today. It's okay though, we'll deal with it. We have our last music video now for today. We have Amygdala. Alright, lovelies, I am back. Hopefully I remembered to cut that part out. I had some problems with my YouTube, and I didn't understand why, and then I refreshed the page, and then I realized that this has a content warning. So I guess I'll give that content warning to you, even though I think it is going to apply to my video. Suicide and self-harm behaviors. You have been warned, I guess. I did not know that this was happening here, and I also didn't know that this video is potentially age restricted. Like, that's kind of insane to me. Anyway, though, I am now very spooked because this is going to be the last thing I react to in this video. Thankfully, this is the first video I watched. This is like the first video I'm recording today, so hopefully I'll be fine. But still, I'm scared now. Let's go ahead and get into this before I think about it too much. Let's go. What do you have in store for us right now? Oof. Sad bop. I can feel it.
I don't know your name. I don't know your name.
Oof.
I don't know your name. 요즘 기분은 어때? I don't know your name.
Oh, this sounds really beautiful. Immediately.
기억들로 여행 지우고픈 일들.
Ooh.
기분은 어때? 1993 내가 태어난다.
Okay, yeah, this is a sad banger. I just know it's a sad banger. How did I know? As soon as he got on that bike, I'm like, he's gonna get hit by a car. In some way, I just knew it. Like, getting that content warning? Yes, I knew that was happening. Oh boy. I hope that's all. I don't know though.
1993 내가 태어난다. 엄마 심장에 별의별 일이 많았지. 뭐가 이리 대단한지. 기억조차 안 나는 기억도 다 꺼내보자고.
Whoa, trippy. God. Oh no. Ah! Sorry, I'm not screaming into the microphone. That is something, we need to get over that. Okay, we're gonna calm down for a minute. So it seems like he's in some sort of like trauma loop or something like that. It seems like something traumatic happened. Perhaps it was this car accident. I don't know if maybe it was this car accident that happened, and he's just constantly reliving it in his head, and he's like entered this like very depressive spiral, and it seems like he's using some self-harm behaviors, let's just say that, to like cope with whatever's going on in his mind, which seems to be a lot. Oh boy, not the box cutter. Oof. At least he didn't cut himself in the eye. Fuck. It's so stunning though. The song is beautiful. I feel like this is... Ooh, Oh my god, not the scream singing too. I'm in my emo era right now. Woo. I just knew it was like a false hope. I just knew it. Oh boy. As somebody who's never thankfully had... Yeah, I would say. As somebody who's never had like self-harm behaviors, I am really glad that that never happened to me, because it just... I couldn't, or I can, but the struggle that must be of the pain and the cycle of it all. And that is what always is, because I remember that being like a major part of my teenage years, is that of having a great month and then having 3 terrible months. Having a great month and then having 3 terrible months. And then like that being my years for a lot of my life. And of course, I'm doing so much better now. This is why I'm reacting. I'm sure if I was watching this during like my lows, I would be reacting very differently. I would probably not be as shocked, honestly, about the contents of this as I am now, because I'm doing a lot better. I'm like the most mentally stable and the most mentally healthy I've ever been, which is so great, and I'm so happy to be in this place. Like 2025 has really been my year so far, and I am so incredibly thankful for that. But yeah, I just wow, this is a lot. My amygdala. Oof. Oof. I was thinking that too. I see all those pill bottles. I thought that was what happened. I thought that was something that I saw as well, but I wasn't certain. Yeah. Man, the song is so sick though. Yeah, confirmed. Oof, overdose. Oof. Oh, the voice. Wow. Stunning. He doesn't even look like himself right there. Wow. I love this song. I think it is honestly my favorite today. It is so, like, truly intense in an emotional way. It's so moving and impactful. Oh boy. Was he able to escape? Please. Wow. Whew. Yeah, I feel attacked right now. I feel hurt, and I feel angry almost. Not angry, but just like hurt in like a way that like just it's too much. Yeah. I just wanted to make sure that I was correct with that, but I was pretty sure the amygdala. Whew. The amygdala is a paranuclear complex present in the cerebral hemisphere. Thyroid is considered a part of the limbic system. In primates, it is locally. The amygdala has a primary role in the processing of memory, decision-making, and emotional responses, including fear, anxiety, and aggression. Yeah, it is like the most the most basal behaviors and emotions that you feel, and like fear and anxiety being two of those, which is kind of terrible that that's like built into our brains, but it is one of the most one of our basal emotions that we go through, because everybody does in very different ways, and for some people their amygdala is messed up, and that is one of the reasons why we get depression sometimes, is it can be triggered by these terrible life events, and like start working us into overdrive. But some people just have a overactive amygdala that just constantly delivers these I would call them fucked up feelings, but just like constantly creates these anxious and depressive feelings, without you really being able to do anything about it except take medications. And it kind of sucks that some people are just predisposed to feeling really bad, but that's just kind of how our brains are. With how the process of us, in the process of making a human being, some things can get messed up, and for some people that is our brains, and it can cause you a lot of problems. Now, for me in this music video, it seemed like in my opinion at least, this might be also previous events, because it seemed like there was in the kind of like flashback scenes, there seemed to be a lot of other things that were going on as well that were causing these feelings, a lot of these like flashes. I don't know if I can find them at this moment, but it seemed like this event of him taking the spike and getting hit, I think maybe was like the cause of entering this depressive spiral, because I think that for a lot of people that is the case. Is like, it doesn't necessarily have to be that this event was so traumatic, but it is like just something that like the final match, so to say, the final like lighting the fuse that causes it all to explode, so it seems like that is what caused his emotions, and then this person in this room, so to say, must be like the sort of the manifestation of that feeling, and it is trying to constantly escape, and almost like stop that version of him that is outside from getting into this accident. And then it seems like this version of him like noticed what was happening and then was like, I need to let that part of me escape. But at that point it was too late. And I don't know what that too late means. But clearly it wasn't good. The song is such a banger though. And why does it have to be that this, like, the saddest songs make me the most, like, ready to, like, I'm just vibing, you know what I mean? But the song is so good. I don't know what to say. I just feel emotional right now because this is very, I'm sure for a lot of you guys, it hits hard. It hits home. It's very exposing almost in a way. And like I said, obviously, thankfully, self-harm has never been something that I've gone through, but I have had a lot of shitty things happen throughout my life. And I think that is the reason why I'm so positive now, is just, I feel the best that I've ever felt, and I need to let everybody know that, and I wish that people felt that through my videos. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into this one more time, and I'm just gonna like swoop through it because otherwise I'm gonna feel so sad. No tears today though. Hopefully. Oof. We've been close though. This entire reaction.
I don't know your name. I don't know your name. I don't know your name. 요즘 기분은 어때? I don't know your name, your name, your name. 기억들로 여행 지우고픈 일들. 요즘 기분은 어때? 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 1993 내가 태어난다. 엄마 심장에 수술 별의별 일이 많았지. 뭐가 이리 다 살아난지 기억조차 안 나는 기억도 다 꺼내보자고 하나씩 다 꺼내보자고 하나씩. 최선들의 선택 최선들의 선택 최선들의 선택 원치 않잖아 내 통제밖에 자신만 하자 그래
Damn. I didn't know that it was this specific to him. Sorry, I unpaused by accident. My fingers are trigger happy. I didn't know it was this specific to him and his life. But that sucks, bro. Oh god, every time I get like emotional in any way, it's like I get so cringy. I don't know how to like talk in a way that is like natural because I'm not natural. I don't know how to talk about these things in a way that like makes sense to people. Yeah, I didn't know it would be this specific to his life, but it makes sense because he probably wrote it. Most likely, I assume he wrote it. Continue.
My AMYGDALA, my AMYGDALA, 어서 나를 구해줘, 어서 나를 구해줘. My AMYGDALA, my AMYGDALA, 어서
Holy shit.
어서 나를 꺼내줘. My AMYGDALA, my AMYGDALA, my AMYGDALA, my AMYGDALA. 이곳을 슬프해줘, 어서 빨리 꺼내줘. 그래 참 별의별.
It's so it fully does suck that like our brains are so unempathetic. Like the human brain is literally one of the most interesting and yet also shitty things that I feel like has ever existed because it causes so much amazing things and then also causes so much harm both through like the person acting out in ways that are horrible, but also the brain attacking its own body because that's just how it's been wired. But it sucks for those who go through these depressive episodes that, like I said, you can't really do much about it, honestly. It is just, it's really difficult to work through things like this. That's all I gotta say. Ugh.
그래 참 별의별 일이 많았지. 길가에 너무 심장치가 저리. 전하지 못했던 내 사고 소식 가득히 줄 중에 걸려 언제나 아버지의 간암 소식. 최선의 선택들이 맞아 섞일 그 또한 모두 지나가 버렸길 그래서 이 수많은 고통은 날 위한 것일까 끊임없는 시련은 날 죽이지 못하고 다시금 나는 연꽃을 피워내 최선들의 선택 최선들의 선택 최선들의 선택 최선들의 선택 선택
Like, why is it so catchy though? Like, I just want to headbang, ease the pain. Fuck. I was having such a good time last week. I was having a great time. I was just feeling good about myself, and I was like, this is gonna be a good idea, because, like, oh my god, I'm finally gonna get to Haegeum. And then I saw a song called AMYGDALA, and I was like, okay, this is gonna be intriguing. And then we got that warning, and I was like, oh no. And then we watched the video, and I said, this is crazy. I don't even know where to start. Where did we start with something like this? This is a masterpiece, first of all. I mean, truly, I feel like I haven't seen something that has made me feel this moved in a long time. A long time. Because I don't really seek out songs like this. You know what I mean? Like, songs like this, if they come to me, they kind of just plop into my lap and immediately fuck me up. Because, like I said in the beginning of this video, or somewhere, I don't remember, I don't really listen to sad music. I tend to almost ignore it like the plague, because that is something that was kind of mentioned here, in my opinion at least, of like, sad things can trigger very difficult things to come up, you know what I mean? Like, I have a lot of songs, for example, that I associate with terrible memories, you know, like listening to music and being at a low point, and then that kind of like embeds yourself in your memory and it just stays there. So a lot of the time I tend to, like I said, I avoid stuff like this, but this was honestly so stunning that if I would have known that this song was like this and avoided it, I would have done a disservice to myself, because it's genuinely, like I said, I feel like a part of me has been touched, and I am very happy about that. Like, truly, truly so happy. Oh my god. Well, I have a lot to read about. Whew, okay. Where do we go from here? I need to take like a 5-minute break after this video just to like sit and stare at the wall for a minute. But that being said, though, this song fucking slaps. Like I said, it's so like everything. Like, I love the way this song sounds, but also it hurts my feelings. It hurts my feelings. And this, I can tell there's a lot of love put into this video as well. I don't know who is behind this. Does it say? I don't think so. Does it say in the captions? I feel like I need to. Yeah, it is. It's age restricted. Yeah. Director. Yeah. Lumpens. Jong Suk Choi. You guys did an amazing job. I can tell, obviously, there was so much love put behind this. There's so much care put into this video, and even though I was a little bit squeamish at some parts, you could tell, I feel like it was very important, and I think, like, Yoongi has talked about this a lot. I believe we've gotten to know a lot of stories about his mental battles, if you'd like to call it that, his struggles. I believe he's shared at least some of that with us, which, like, I think for any artist sharing their mental battles, I will always be so, like, grateful for that, because I know how sensitive it is to so many people. Of, like, those types of emotions are not easy to share with people, you know. So I'm incredibly happy, even though I sound like this and I look like this and I look very depressed, and I feel like like I said, I need to just take a minute to break, because I have a lump in my like, a lump in my throat that I feel like it needs to go away before I continue. Even that though, even with that, I feel that this is incredibly important. And incredibly beautiful made, and also, even though, like I said, screened a little bit, it was still very tastefully and beautifully made. Yeah, okay, good thing that this wasn't the last video I filmed for today. I was originally going to make this the last video, but I decided to start with these music videos in order to make sure my energy was there. And I think that was a good choice, because otherwise I would have been depressed for the rest of the day. But we're okay. We're fine. Don't worry. I'm okay. I promise you guys I'm okay. Anyway, though, I think that was enough. I am sorry. This video is going to be very long. I just know it. I'm looking at the clock right now, and I'm like, dang, this is a long video. Hope you guys understand, though. We had a lot of very intriguing and beautiful songs. Let's go to the outro, and I'll finish off this video. Let's go. Alright, lovelies, I am back. I have not taken a break. I was just doing some reading because I wanted to get to know a little bit more about this song, because, that was a lot. I decided to just jump into this outro anyway, because holy shit, this video is long. I apologize about that. We literally got into 3 music videos, and yet it was very, very long. I mean, the reaction itself, like, there was 20 minutes of, like, actually watching music videos probably. And then, you know, a lot more of that of talking. So I wanted to know, because I think obviously there was very obvious about, like, the heart surgery and the liver cancer. Like, I got that, and I think I knew about stories about that, but I was like, what is this accident that he's talking about? Like, what is this accident? And I was trying to remember what, and I didn't realize. And I'm sure if you guys were watching this during the time it was released and, like, actually knew about this, because this was in April 2023, yeah. I think I knew about this, but it had just slipped my mind that this was a recreation of a pre-debut story of him. This actually happened to him, and I forgot that was the case. I'm sorry to all of you. Like I said, this is why I don't want to call myself an ARMY again yet, because I feel like I didn't get it, and I should have, because I do remember stories about this, about his accident that he was, like, his pre-debut accident where he was hit by a car on a motorcycle and, like, hurt his shoulder real bad, and it was kind of like it followed him like a ghost almost, of, like, that pain. But I just forgot about it. That's why. That is crazy. Again, that was a lot more personal than I thought it would be, and that is honestly what hits me harder, is when a sadder song is really personal, instead of just, like, a very, like, general sad song. I think it doesn't affect me as much as, like, seeing sort of getting a look into somebody's, like, journey, their mental health journey, is, like, kind of crazy, and bringing, like, all of these memories. I'm sure a lot of it was fucking traumatic as hell, but whew. Anyway, enough about the sad stuff. We still had we had some great stuff today. We had some sad stuff for sure, but that has been kind of something that he's always gone for in his solo music, and I think it is pretty natural with the life that he's lived. But honestly, had a great time. Even though I was a little bit depressed, and I still kind of I'm feeling the feelings right now. There was still a lot of great songs. I really loved AMYGDALA, like truly much more than I thought I would. I was like, Haegeum is gonna be it, but that shit hit so good, and I feel sad. I feel sad. But thank you all for watching this. I don't know. I don't know what else to do. I think we're done. I think we're done for today. Again, I think that albums are stuff I'm going to revisit later on. So right now you're just going to be getting these music video watches, and that's what you're getting. So sorry about this long ass video. I'm going to be back with J-Hope next week. Hopefully that is going to be a different vibe. With him, I need to see, because I think he also might be good for one video, but I really don't know. But we're visiting our bias next week, and that's going to be great, and we have that to look forward to. And like I said, I'm going to be watching something else later after this, so I'm going to be fine. I'm going to be fine. I promise you I'm going to be fine. Anyway, I think that was all I wanted to say, though. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to this channel or go over to my Patreon and checking me out over there. I got loads of free content, including original series, but also things that have been blocked here on YouTube. So check that out if you're curious. Everything is for free, but I'm working on some exclusive stuff for Patreon. So look forward to that in the near future. And yeah, like this video if you like it, and if you have any request, you can leave it down in the comments below, and hopefully I'll get to it one day. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Free Palestine, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So yeah, bye bye.